Today, we're talking about Atmosphere Aerosol and 5 ways that you can really make this pop in your videos. So number 1 is to have backlighting. The front lighting, you're not really gonna see that much, but as we can see with this backlight, I've sprayed a little bit. But then if we go ahead and spray more, like we can really see that atmosphere aerosol over there. Here we do have a backlight, but it's a whole lot further away, less pronounced. If we spray over here, you can see on the very edge that there, but you're not seeing near as much as when you've got a backlight. Now, depending on the look that you want, you may want a more direct backlight like I've got right there, or you may want something a little bit more indirect where you don't actually see the light in the frame. Now, number 2 is hard light. Hard light is going to be better than a softer, more diffused light, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this. So here we are. I've got 2 layers of diffusion on this light. I've got our diffusion paper and then one of the little diffusion panels. So first we're gonna test this out. And as we can see it, but it's much less pronounced, shall we say. And if we wanna even test this a little bit further, we'll go ahead and angle the light so we're getting light off here. And again, we can see it, but it's not crazy pronounced. So let's go ahead and take off our first layer of diffusion. So now let's see what happens. And we can see already a much more pronounced effect with much less diffusion. That hard light really gives us that nice ability to see what's going on a little bit better. And then we will completely remove our diffusion, and we can see there's still some floating, but I'll go ahead and give it a couple more sprays and we can see our strongest effect. Number 3 is actually having a deeper depth of field. Now, depth of field is how much is in focus. As your f-stop number gets lower, as in closer to 2.8, 2.2, 1.8, 1.4, less is gonna be in focus. And what this is gonna do is make the atmosphere aerosol, especially if it's kind of in the background, much less pronounced. Right now I'm at f1.8, so let's go ahead and adjust the camera so that I'm more f5.6. All right, so now I am at f5.6. So what we should see is an increase in being able to see more of what's going on back here with the atmosphere aerosol. Should see much more texture, much more detail with it rather than it just kind of being a blur in the background. And number 4 is to have a darker, more contrasty scene. Now, obviously here with this black background, it's all dark. It's all black back there with, very bright light source and bright light source and bright light source just off camera. So we've got that contrast where it really makes the atmosphere pop. And finally, number 5 is use different practical lighting sources to light up your scene to make the atmosphere really pop and add different kind of atmosphere to your scene. I'll show you what I mean. We're gonna go ahead and turn this light off. All right, so that light's basically out of the picture. We will spray just a bit and we will shine the light through. And the cell phone light's gonna be the trickiest to see. If you have like an actual flashlight, that's gonna be a lot better. But we've also got our lantern here that let's go ahead and test this out and see what kind of effect we can get here. Obviously we're a little overexposed, but we get a little bit of flare, and if we really spray it on, you can definitely see the atmosphere going on around our lantern. But this is essentially what you would use if you want to get that, you know, flashlight beam kind of effect. If I bring this light back in, turn that on, give ourselves a little more atmosphere aerosol. Maybe pull that back just a bit. Turn you up just a bit. And there we go. As we can see, that does a little bit more of what the flashlight might do, just kind of giving you a little bit of that practical in the scene, you know, if you have lamps, different things like that that you want to show off. Now, obviously, these are all tricks to really enhance it and really make the atmosphere aerosol pop. It's a very different look if you just wanted to kind of create that little bit of haze in the room, kind of soften the image, the lights, things like that, versus being a much more smoky, foggy kind of feel. Let me know if you have atmosphere aerosol questions, and I will do my best to answer them. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.